If you are invested in crypto space, namely Algorand or 1inch network, then this video is for you. Let's dive into the charts and see what's happening with Algorand. And let me show you the levels, targets, where 1inch could be traveling by the end of 2021. And if you ask yourself, what is the correlation between those two? Absolutely none. They just coexist in this fabulous crypto space-time. Let's start off with Algo versus USD on the 3-day chart. 3-day chart always gives us the sharpest perspective regarding the long term and short term. And Algo is having a pretty good, let's say, year, or even more than that. It is the sharp and pretty clear uptrend with ebbs and flows. Up and down and up and down and up, and what's next? Down or up? We'll see. Now I would define this uptrend with this line of support. And although it originates much longer, the chart is showing us the price action from October of last year. So we are having more than 1 year of price action in this long-term algo movements. In this area, we were testing it many times. After this harsh pullback that happened from April, May, we tested one more time, and now off we gone. There is always a possibility for us to retest the support one more time before making a new uplift to the higher grounds. And this is my projection that higher grounds will come. I don't think that Algo is done. Far from it. And let me just mention that this is not our first video on Algo. If you haven't checked out our price prediction from the beginning of this year, in that video, with the use of Fibonacci extensions, I gave you the level of $13.60. Yeah, we're far from it, and there's a pretty high probability that by the end of the year it will not be met. But nonetheless, who's to say that in the next few months it won't be met? My general assumption is Algorand will go to much higher levels than $1.83 that it is today. This uptrend can be made even more clearer by applying this upper sloping parallel channel. Resistance in 2020, resistance in 2021. Support, support. For me, this is a valid channel. And I am expecting Algorand. Just as I said, we don't need to retest. It is a possibility, but we don't need to do that. Right now, we can be on our ways to retesting that line of resistance one more time. Will that be our final destination? That is yet to be seen. And I believe it won't. I believe we will shortly even break those levels. Because those altcoin seasons, yeah, they could be wild. And right now, well, price action is showing me, although it looks pretty dull, pretty boring this month, that this could be mini line of support, and this could be mini line of resistance. And what is this? I think we have a case of ascending triangle, which by the probabilities break to the upside. Those are just my eyes that are seeing this. For you, it could be completely different. But all those drawings, Algo is bullish. And following the volume, you can see that the Algo is waiting for real volume. This is just declining volume, waiting for a big breakout. It will come. And the volume will become this skyscraper one more time. Now, if we chart this 21 exponential moving average, things could be pretty clear by showing you that we are not bearish at all. In here, we were, by majority of the price action, except of this burst to the downside, above the price action, and this was the strong reaction, real momentum of Algo. Right now, the same thing is happening. We are above 21 exponential moving average, and nothing at this moment is signaling bearishness. And although, as I said, this kind of move could be the case, Algorand in the long term will have my thumbs up. Moving on, the name is 1inch versus dollar on the 3-day chart, every candle 3 days, just as versus Algorand. 1inch is first time on our channel. And you're probably wondering, what now after that pullback of almost 80%, 79.36? Well, after that, it's all good. And by the next price action, please let me show you that after that low, this is a very distinct and healthy higher low. This is a good thing. Uptrend is created. The price is moving in the right direction. And don't let this huge wick from the October scares you. Yes, 1 inch had a huge burst to the upside, strong momentum, and is now resting. This is very healthy, a retracement. After a move like this, nothing scary. This is a pretty bullish chart. And if you need more proofs, look at this. From the high in May, 1 inch traveling this parallel channel to the downside. This was a pretty harsh time. But do notice what happened. Here, last month, we broke out of this huge downtrend. Well, technically, we broke it even before that, with this higher low. But this chains of downward momentum are now over. This is a completely different story right now. Now no one can tell you that from this point on 1 inch will do exactly this. You could be in now for some consolidating phase or even retesting some lower levels, but the big ugly downtrend is far from here. That time has passed, man. The whole crypto space, Bitcoin and all the altcoins will move higher by the end of this year. I hope you are catching what I'm saying and not taking my words for granted. Don't be the guy that by the end of the year think, God, why I haven't listened to any video that said we're going up. This is not a financial advice. I'm not allowed to do that. You do your own thinking. But just don't be so polite to the game. That's all I'm saying. Again, if you draw this 21 exponential moving average, we are well above it. This is bullish stuff. But look at the levels. $3.75 is where that moving average is. So yes, you could expect some more downside targets in the short term, not long term. In the short term, 1 inch could retrace for a few more days, even weeks. We'll see about that. It depends on the Bitcoin and friends. What will they do? And if you draw this support at $3.80, around those levels, well, why not retesting this one more time before going higher? This is a good scenario, my friends. Would you have something against it? Hope not, because this is the crucial line of support resistance. Resistance, resistance. Support, support, support. Let's retest this one more time, shall we? Before coming higher. And what higher prices I am talking about? The time has come. Let's do that price prediction. But what two peaks will be combined with our Fibonacci retracement tool made Fib extensions? How about we do this? Highest point $7.82 and do this $1.62, our lowest point. Got it. The levels are here. It's just the question of are you ready for them? I will pull back those levels like this and make it super visible to you. This is enough. After we break those all-time highs, which is not the question or if but when, of $7.82, 1 inch is traveling to $11.65. Our next stop will be $17.84. Maybe we won't even stop and go all the way to $24.04. And maybe you will be satisfied when I tell you that in the next few months, 1 inch network is traveling to $27.87. Satisfied? I know you would be. From 443 to 27.87, only if you have patience and if you have faith in the recurring theme of the altcoin seasons. I just love being surprised by those crazy numbers. And something really crazy could also be in this video. Check it out. Tell me what you think of it. Maybe this one will show you the real core of the crypto space and its price action. And now, let's move 1 inch from the screen and bye bye.